Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Thursday, the 7th of December, and espresso this morning. Trust you got a strong coffee. Turn to Matthew chapter 14, verse 14. Matthias 14, verse 14. Yesterday we spoke about the fact that the wisdom of God gives you a peace and a sense of balance and equilibrium in your life, in your heart. Now, Jesus just hears about the news of John the Baptist's beheading, and that's a family member, someone that he grew up with. And it says, when Jesus heard about John, he withdrew from there in a boat to a secluded place by himself. And when the people heard about this, they followed him on foot from the cities. Verse 14, when he came ashore, he saw a large crowd and felt compassion for them and healed their sick. As I read that, I just thought, people with the best of intentions always put their story first. Their story determines so much how they react to life and to others around them, unless they have Jesus Christ. Unless God has saved their hearts and their souls through the blood and the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Why do I say that? His family member, someone that he grew up with, has just been beheaded, and he withdraws to emote, to be human, to repair his wounded soul and his spirit, which is heavy. And yet the people come with their story. They don't climb into his story, they just bring their story to his existence. And he adapts and ministers and makes their story better. He felt compassion for them and healed their sick. That's the God we serve. And I want to challenge you this morning. Instead of living your story alone, because you can't not live your story, instead of only focusing on your story, be aware of the story of the people around you. Be aware of their illness, hulle siekte. En onthou, siekte is nie net die fisies. Daar's ook die loon van die sonde is die dood. En die effek van sonde in 'n persoon se lewe veroorsaak krankheid, veroorsaak siekte, veroorsaak dood, emosioneel, fisies baie keer, maar definitief geestelik. En mense loop met daai swaar las van die sonde, van 'n gewete wat hulle aangee, wat hulle that convicts them. And they walk around with the conviction of sin. They walk around with the sense of just not being good enough, of always comparing themselves to others, either below or above, and never being satisfied with where they are at in their story. And that's why it's so important for us who have the heart of Christ, who have the heart of God because of Christ in us, that we are driven by compassion to hear and better the people around us as stories. Does that make sense to you? I pray that for you and myself, that we will be less caught up with self and more caught up with the compassion that Jesus gives to us out of God's wisdom that calms our heart. He goes on to feed 5,000 in the context here, taking care of their physical needs as well, doing the miraculous because he was focused on bettering their story, not his own. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. May the Lord inspire and challenge you. Enjoy that coffee.